Hi, I'm Cappy, and this is my husband Brian,
Hello.
and we are recording the introductory podcast of The Yarn and Us. And today is March 14th, my Aunt Doris's birthday. Happy birthday, Aunt Doris. You see this? So I am Cappy Push, and as I mentioned, this is my husband Brian, and we would like to invite you to our first fiber adventure as The Yarn and Us. Some of you may have watched in the past, and you know that I was on as The Yarn and I. And Brian decided that it was time for him to step away from corporate America, and we knew that there were some things that we wanted to do, and so he is now coming on the journey with me. So we decided that it's time to make some changes, and we're hoping that we can inspire creativity amongst people and provide a source of high quality yarns and different fibers and specialty things that we think crafters would like to have. And so this is going to be closely linked to our business, and we are pretty much everywhere, the yarn and us. So you can find us on Instagram, you can find us on Pinterest, Facebook. I'm trying to think of all the things that I've joined. Um, I want to give a shout out to the ladies, some lovely ladies that we met at Fiber Fun in the SIP. I felt like some of you that had watched the podcast before, The Yarn and I was trying to figure my way through the maze of social media and all these different things to put my yarns, my hand dyed yarns out into the world and get them, noticed and received and things like that. And we met some wonderful ladies, the ladies from Olive and 2U. We met them at Fiber Fun in the SIP, and they were a wealth of information to let us know kind of where we should be heading. And so, any of you that followed me before, you know that I took a break from podcasting and things. And the reason for that was it allowed me the time to look into all of this. This is all new to me, and figure out branding and logos. And I'm trying to think. I have a little cheat sheet over here,
You designed
but
this logo.
I wanted to come up with a logo that represented us and what we wanted to accomplish. And the ladies at Olive and 2U, that was one of the things they stressed is, to make sure that where are you heading? What is it? What are your goals? What do you hope to achieve? And all of that kind of thing. So it took some time. The hardest thing was finding a new logo. The gal that had designed my previous logo, I contacted her, wanted to change things over, and she no longer was doing logo work. So I decided I needed to come up with my own, a logo that I could make adjustments and tweaks and things like that, and be able to do it myself. So it's taken some time, but this is our logo. All right, and it might be backwards. As a matter of fact, it is backwards. I think is it backwards? I don't know. Anyway, so our logo is the Yarn and Us. I'll try and put a picture in of it, and really and truly, I should get Brian's face in here. This is us. I mean, anybody that's ever met us at a fiber show or something, this is how they they think of us. We get along pretty well, and we really love each other. Yeah, I know
Yes.
it's kind of sappy, but yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so we decided that this is what we want to bring to the yarn world is our love and our love of fiber and um, just nice things, quality. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like what they get from us is not well thought out and things, because that's the kind of things that I like to buy from others. So, anyway, yeah, it says hand dyed yarns, specialty fibers, and things that make us happy. And we really hope that they make you happy as well. And this is our postcard that we are putting in with any purchases and things. And basically, it's thank you for adding us to your stash. So it's kind of a play on words. So, so that's what we've been up to. And I am also, the logo that I designed, I used an app called Over, if any of you are familiar with that. And it took a little bit of time because the people that design these different elements that you use to put together, they sort of have ownership of them, so you can only reproduce them a certain number of times. So it took a while for me to figure out how I had to get the rights to the logo, but we have that now. We actually got that about a week ago. And so I'm going to be making some enamel pins, having some enamel pins made up, and it's going to be fun. So let me see some of the new things that we've been involved in. Is we just got done doing the Yarn Lounge in Florida, and we are actually right now we are in Hilton Head Island at our Disney timeshare, and we were supposed to be going on our way to Carolina Fiber Retreats, and because of the coronavirus, plans have changed. So we've been sitting around enjoying the sunshine and whatnot, but I thought, this is the time to do a podcast. So we're not going to be able to go to the Carolina Fiber Retreats, and I'm really sad about that. I have a lot of chemical allergies. Any of you that have followed me for a long time, you know that I'm allergic to very weird things like Pine Sol and Lysol and those Clorox wipes and Purell and all of that kind of thing. So I'm unfortunately missing the Carolina Fiber Retreat. It's still going on, but they're going to be having all of that hand sanitizer all over the place, and so we had to kind of cancel our plans. So we thought this was the time to introduce you to our business and let you know some things that are going on. So one of the wonderful things that happened at the Yarn Lounge in Florida. We're kind of close to Florida. In Lakeland, Florida. That was held in Lakeland, Florida, and that was a week ago today on the 7th of March. We had a wonderful time. It was nice weather for Brian and I coming from Michigan, but I think the Floridians were a little bit chilly because there was a lot of wool wearing and gloves and hats and different things like that. We were just grateful for the nice warm weather. But one of the things that happened was, if you're familiar with Nomadic Knits, that's a magazine that comes out periodically. I was able to meet the ladies from Nomadic Knits, and their next episode, or their next publication, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Publication of their magazine is going to be in June, and it's going to be about all people in Michigan, and they approached me and asked me if I would like to be the featured indie dyer. So that's kind of exciting, and so I wanted to kind of let my friends know that that's something wonderful that happened from our time at the Yarn Lounge. And again, thank you so much to you, the ladies of the Yarn Lounge, and Olive, and to you. We're so grateful for having that opportunity. So I thought I might show the yarn that is going to be featured. This is a new, I've changed all my dyeing. For any of you that have followed me, I changed my whole dyeing process. I changed the dyes that I use. I'm really happy with the results that I get of the new ones. And this is going to be the featured colorway. And it's going to be used for the name of the colorway is Greenware. And it reminds me of my days when I was working with ceramics. So it's kind of has that greenish tint to it. And this is going to be used in a pattern by Kate Atherley. So it's pretty exciting, and it's going to be some mitts. And I don't want to give away anything else, but this is going to be the colorway. So when I go back to Michigan, I'm going to be dyeing up many more of these, so that anybody that wants to get the yarn and make up the pattern, that I'll be ready for that. So anyway, thank you so much to the ladies from Nomadic Knits. I'm really honored, and it's nice to know that I've been discovered by somebody. It's a good feeling. And shout outs to Melissa and Becky. So that's one good thing. Some other stuff that I've been doing since I have been on the road and working. I'm trying to get it loosened up here. This is going to be kind of discombobulated, as my aunt would say, but I just thought that this is a good way to introduce us and get the ball rolling. So this is my Magpie Tendency sweater I've been working on. And I started it in this, it's a yarn that has the lurex in it. It was just some that I had dyed. And so it's got the little, I don't know if you can make it out, it's got the lurex sparkle in there, just lightly. And then I have been loving this new lumpy bumpy, I call it lumpy bumpy yarn. And so what I did is, I will show you the yarn in just a moment. I dyed some of this lumpy bumpy yarn, and then I combined it with a single strand of my mohair that I hand dyed. And I am really loving this thing. I can't wait to have it done.
Do you want to show the ball?
Yeah, I'll show the yarn in just a moment, but this is what it's going to look like. And I just like all those neat little slubs there. And so I'm really excited about this. I'll show you the yarn. Oh, and one of the things we sold a bunch of at the Yarn Lounge were these heart-shaped Addy needle protectors, needle minders, and they're just kind of cute. And it kind of keeps the yarn on if you use them. That's what I was telling people. Now we're a little tangled here. Okay, so this is my lumpy, bumpy colorway that I did. I'm not even sure what I've called this one. That's Our website, I should have mentioned before, I am in the process right now while we're here of creating a Shopify website. So it's going to be Shopify, the website, and it's also going to be our eventual place where we sell everything. So this is a lumpy bumpy skein that I did. I have, I think, about 3 or 4 of these. And maybe I'm going to get some of them posted to Etsy in the meantime while I'm creating this Shopify. It's a learning curve on all this stuff. And then this is the mohair. So the two of them just really combine nicely. So yeah, Brian's helping.
Just, it was focusing on it, but
Yeah, it's kind of got the hair of the mohair sort of took part of the color, but the silk took a little bit of a different tone in this particular one. So I happen to have two skeins of this, and I'm only using one of each of them. So it's this magpie tendency. You can take some of those specialty yarns that you have that are sitting there and you're wondering what you can do with them, and you can get away with I think the top part of this maybe took this is fingering weight, and it's done on a size 10 or 10 and a, yeah, size 10 needle. So you get a lot of bang for your buck, so to speak. And I think this probably only took about a half of a skein for the top. And then it's going to be done I'm going to take it as long as it will go for the single skein. And both of these yarns, the nice thing about this lumpy, this is my name for it, is lumpy bumpy. Anyway, it's like 463 yards, and the 50 grams of this lace weight mohair is also about the same number of yards. So when I get to the end, I will bind off. So anyway, so that's one thing. And then another thing that I was showing at the Yarn Lounge was, this is my Soldotna crop sweater, and I made mine a bit longer. I'm still not sure that I like this short of a sweater, but I'm going to see how it looks, find some things that I want to wear it with, and if I have to add on, I'll just take the last 6 rows out and add some more on. But I have done this with my own yarn. This is a I call this Paddington, as in Paddington Bear. It's a Donegal, DK weight Donegal. Everything on this is DK. And then these are some mini skeins that I have been dyeing. I really like the idea of having some mini skeins that are available for color work. And so I have started to sell some a 10-pack of just a nice variety of colors that people can use for color work. And I think that's a nice way. You don't have to spend a lot of money. I think the 10-pack I have is like $27. So for $2.70 for each different color, you can try your hand at some color work. So that's what I did there, and this might have been a 20-gram skein that I was able to do the pink with. But the yarn down here is my friend Logan from Leon Alexander.
I can hold it.
And this is a colorway that Logan designed for Brian and I. And this is a cup of Cappy Spice. And I have some of his yarns in the DK weight. And I just decided I wanted to see how it would work up. And so I did it, and I'm really pleased with it. It's a little bit vague, more vague than most color work, but I just I decided that was fine with me. So this was something that I had on display at the Yarn Lounge as well. So I wanted to show it. So anyway, and then
You've been felting?
I think, and I've been doing some felting. I was supposed to be doing a felting class at the Carolina Fiber Retreat, and I have a felting. I think I'm going to be having a felting class at Fiber Fun in the SIP this year. So I was just doing some playing around, and I decided to. I was supposed to have a class on how to do flowers in felting, and so I was playing around with this last night here. So there's all kinds of things that we've been up to. Brian is really, he's my expert on the Addie King Express knitting machine, and he's been making hats and things like that. And actually, at some of the shows that we've gone to, he's actually outsold me. So that's kind of fun too. So we will be back definitely very soon. And just kind of wanted to touch base with everybody and let you know that we are alive and well. And we're really looking forward to this adventure. This is our retirement adventure. So
I was going to
It's
mention
cool.
that I was proud of how you carded the bats.
oh yes,
Of
I have been carding
Fiber
bats.
for this. The colors are so subtle, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're going to really love that class at Fiber Fun in the SIP.
Yeah. So anyway, our upcoming things, I don't think we have anything coming up until September.
Well, you need to apply for a few things.
Yes, that's true. But everybody take care of yourselves. This coronavirus is a little bit scary. I've actually been really kind of, in a way, frightened. I have, my lungs are compromised. And it's really scary to think about the fact that, something is going, that can affect you in such a way that, you may not be able to breathe very well. So we're washing our hands, and we're staying in Florida. We were at our Disney timeshare. We just happened to have points that we were going to lose if we didn't use them. So, wow, too bad that we had to do that. But we really weren't able to go out and do anything. We just went out to dinner one night. That was about it, because I was concerned about the, what you're going to catch from somebody else. So we're hoping that you are well and your families are well. We know that our families are well. We've called and talked to them, and the grandchildren have no school for the next month in Michigan. And everybody's just pretty much hunkering down, and as soon as we get back, that's exactly what we'll be doing. That's pretty much what we've been doing now. So
Yes.
good therapy for me is talking to my fiber friends out there. So I will be looking forward to speaking with you again soon, and I will get this posted. So talk to you later. Please spread the word with all your friends that we're back, and share anything that you have, anything you've worked on with our yarn or whatever. Please share it. You can share it to Instagram, to me at Instagram, Facebook, whatever. We're going to, part of the website is going to be a gallery of things that people have made with our yarns. So if you have anything to share, please do so, and we'll see you again real soon. Thanks. Bye.